Time for the mythical Double Larry. That was a fucked up wombo combo. Do what?
I'm afraid I'm cursed. I should have asked. I'm a truly.
What could they possibly implicate? Well, yes, even as if using Lord, he plans to use, he has for beggars, but I'm afraid tend to make one thing is certain. Righteous, you have given me, but I can hardly. I am a warrior. Curse it all. I could spend the absolute. Freya, but she must be feeling the need. A true red mane. Righteous, could you please? Thanks to you, yes. Perhaps this is the only. Perhaps I shouldn't, but this is the...
I'm afraid, truly. From Sir Anne's on Earth. Yes. As the festival of war, but kindly me, which is fine. I know it would pain old Jen, certainly for endless war, as befits Jen. Thank you. Give my regards. Tell him to face your bow would be fine enough. All that remains is...
This raises questions to me. Where was Marika's home? This means that at one point she was human before she ascended to godhood and also became Radigan. Not only that, if she was born in the hinterlands, how was she born in the Shadow Realm before Miquella created the Shadow Realm, unless the Shadow Realm was created before Miquella was even born, and if the Shadow Realm was already there, then they only accessed it through Miquella's body, and then they brought Moog's body through Miquella's body into the Shadow Realm so Miquella could use, which, that also makes no sense. I need a little bit of clarification here, because this explains part of where Marika came from, and I would like to know.
On the contrary now, may you... Oh yeah, this here. Do you recall what I said? That Marika, well, it is them. The fingers, we all, and you. May you join the glimmering.
took you no matter, it's all out your arm.
Greetings, are you here for...
up, bro? How you doing?
Doing great.
Glad to hear it.
Just looking for something to eat now. I just got back from taking the drug test and stuff.
I know that feeling. I'm fucking hungry myself. I ain't even eaten yet.
Surprisingly, it wasn't a urinary drug test.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be either a mouth swab or a follicle test.
It was a mouth swab. I had to fucking suck on a hard ass sponge for 7 minutes until it got moist and soft.
There's 3 different versions of that. There's one that's a swab, there's one that's the block, and then there's the one that's the chew. And the chew is like extremely, like, I don't know who came up with that. They should be shot.
I know one thing though. It wasn't unpleasant. It was oddly like mint.
Right, yeah, no, and the reason being is because the fluorescein in it, which that's what it is, it's a type of fluoride, is used to detect certain polymers and certain amphetamines. And fluorescein is technically lightly minty. So that's just an unintended byproduct, which that's kind of hilarious.
It's hilarious and makes it not unpleasant.
You know, how many medical inventions have we had in the last couple of decades where it's been like, oh, this is great, and I don't hate it?
Not many, I don't think.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I will leave that one alone. I will reserve judgment. That may be fluoride, but I will reserve judgment. I just killed a giant boar.
Well, that tracks for Elden Ring.
Yep, Commander Gaius. I'm running through the DLC before I go finish the Atlas capital and Melania and all that. I've been screwing around with Melania. I keep getting her to her last quarter on the end of the second phase.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's where I keep getting stuck too when it comes to fighting Melania. I haven't been able to fight against Melania in a while because my dog completely ass fucked my PS4.
What?
Yeah, during one of her hyper streaks, she knocked my PlayStation off the table 4 fucking times.
Oh, God. So, I've got cats, and one of the cats had kittens recently, like 6 months ago, so those cats are kind of teenage cats now, you know what I mean? Well, one of them was fucking around with the dog. And when I say this, I mean, like, this cat knew it should not have been fucking around with the dog. You know what I'm saying?
It was fucking around, about to find out.
Oh, yeah, and the dog went to snap at it, and when the dog went to snap at it, this cat fucking flew. Like, I mean, just fucking flew around the corner, up into my room, up over the Xbox, which thankfully my girlfriend's Xbox One did not fly off the counter. The 16 terabyte game station that I had next to it for all of the information, that flew right off the fucking cat. Oh yeah, now she flings to go grab this, and here's where it gets worse, because then the dog comes in and trips her up while I'm on the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom listening to this, by the way, and all of a sudden I just hear my life go to hell. And she goes to catch this, the dog trips her, she falls over, grabs something, and this happens to be the cords to my all-in-one monitor, which was the computer I had before this. So that flies forward right onto the floor under her. This Xbox Game Station thing flies into the fucking hallway and into a wall. Now I know she's hurt, and my bong fell over too, so there's glass to deal with. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I got up for 5 seconds. I didn't even, I went to go take a shit. I didn't even get to the shitting part before life went to shit.
Jesus.
Yeah. How do you even deal with that? Because I'm sitting there looking at like $4,000 worth of damage and a hurt person. Like,
$4,000 worth of damage done in approximately 30 fucking seconds. Like, how?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, guys, I feel the aneurysm. I feel the... Like, is that blamable at that point, or is that just, like, fair?
Well, that's valid.
Like, see, it's amazing to hear some of these things and wonder how I have not been in an insane asylum or prison yet. Or on some kind of charges because of somebody's bullshit. Am I wrong?
Or the fact that you know how to make unholy shit.
Did I ever tell you about my recipe for Greek fire?
No.
I doubt you want to know.
I do doubt.
Okay, so it's chlorine trifluoride with xenon difluoride.
So it's just extra fluoride. Got it.
No. So the chlorine and the fluorine do not like to mix well, and even though it's a fluoride, when it mixes, it's going to make fluorine. Now that is, an antiseptic. However, being that it has xenon on one side and chlorine on the other side of the fluorides, it's going to essentially create an electrolysis compound that's going to rip the oxygen out of any nearby substance. This is going to create intense amounts of heat, enough heat to instantly incinerate said oxygen. Meaning that this combination of chemicals can make fire underwater. Just by mixing.
Oh, so that's what's happening. So that's what kind of fires a fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah. Which means, they were parked next to a nuclear submarine. Let's see, who haven't I killed left? There's Bale, and there's Mesmer. And I honestly think that's about it.
Go fuck Mesmer brutally.
I would, but I have to kill Bale first. I've even killed the Putrescent Knight, you know what I mean? There's one other...
Then go fuck Bale and use what's left of his anus to fuck a Mesmer as a condom.
That is exactly the point. But my question here is, what the fuck is this map? I see Elder's Hovel, but there's a portion of my map that I'm missing, and I don't know why, where, and how. Like, it's confusing. I've even cleared out Romina the Bud in Rao, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Although it does look like I missed one thing. Hold on. I just saw a building on the map, and I was like, loot whore. Wait, how the fuck do I even get down there?
People can say what they want about fucking Roblox. Some of the games just have peak fucking moments.
I'm not gonna lie, Roblox games do have peak moments. There's just too many predators.
That's why I always play in a select friend group. I don't never associate with new niggas.
Right. I was playing SCP Secret Lab earlier yesterday, and it was hilarious because people said that my mic sounded like sizzling bacon, and I'm like, what the fuck?
If you want to know the funny moment that we fucking had, in a game that's basically a fucking free-for-all fighting arena based on Jujutsu Kaisen, apparently when you use Mahito's gun thing, it fires, the little shots.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you okay, maybe I need to back up for a minute. When you black flash as Mahito, you have to hit the move twice, because the first one, it just does a normal curse energy punch. The second one is precise timing. Then it does the black flash.
Right.
If you hit him, with the normal curse energy punch as the final attack, it transfigures them with idle transfiguration.
Okay, that checks out.
What the game doesn't fucking tell you is you can eat them.
Well, that would only make sense with Mahito's power, A, and B, that sounds like they're also mixing that and, what's his name's? Not Kenjaku, but the guy Kenjaku inherited. You know what I'm talking about.
Gato?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing about this is, the shot thing that Mahito has for a move, the more you eat the transfigured humans, the more ammo you have to shoot. So I said...
Oh, no. Okay, they're not mixing. So what it is that came off the Shibuya incident. All right, I know where they're coming from now. I apologize. That blew my mind for a second.
So you know what I said? I said, fuck it, I'm getting 30 of these bitches, and I'm going to switch my friends down like it's fucking O-Block.
You guys heard of Machine Gun?
Yes. He fires them shits at full auto like fucking AK.
Right.
So I just basically decided to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm Dracoing you down.
Right.
What I didn't know would happen, because I don't watch JJK, is that instead of just fucking switching them down, it summons fucking 30 extra guys to jump the fucking server with.
Yup. Because it's transfigured humans. Yeah, you didn't know that, though.
They die easily, but still, the AI for the transfigured humans are absolutely fucking jacked for no reason.
That checks out. That's like, did you hear the whole thing about Ark Raiders?
No.
Okay, so you know how the AI for the Bastions and the battle mechs and things has already been complained about a dozen times or more?
I've heard about that because I got friends that play Arc Raiders.
No,
And it is quite common that they get raped by the Roomba.
Well, no, hold on. It's even funnier, because when you understand the problem here, they actually nerfed the AI for the Bastions and the battlements 4 different times before release.
Yeah, and they're still complaining.
Yeah, so, like, you could have fought them when peak.
And I find it funny too that the Helldivers community, there are people that are complaining that the game is too hard, and the fucking devs are just fucking L dancing on them, basically saying, "Fucking get good, we don't give a fuck, we ain't nerfing shit."
As a Helldiver, I have never complained that it was too hard.
You're a fucking Helldiver. You're gonna experience hardships. That's part of the duty for Super Earth.
As a super difficulty ghost diver, although I do prefer beating clankers with a shovel, not gonna lie.
I have a mace! I have a mace!
I have a shovel.
I love this nice shovel! Oh shit!
So what's your plan for the day, E-Tool? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, E-Tool directly to the fucking shins.
Ow! Ow! Dude, the fact that Fenrir made a sandwich with an E-Tool. My favorite short from him will still be the one where he's like, so I made a bagel and it's floating there and it's like fucking black and static and it's flashing and shit.
My favorite thing from Fenrir is when he needed to open a roll of fucking duct tape, but didn't have any knife or scissors, so he used the fucking E-Tool.
Use what you got. I'm trying to figure out how to get into this bottom area to get to this fucking house. And every part of me is saying that's death.
I got a pair of work boots. A new pair of boots, by the way.
Nice.
I'll give you 1 second. I'll forward you the link that I got it from.
I usually have been using Brahmin, but every time I find a good set of boots through them, they end up retiring the boots that I like. It's like, these are, like, really durable. Alright, let's get rid of that.
There you go. I'll just send it to your DMs.
Do. No, Interceptor's crap. I'm sorry.
Look, I don't care. I just like the fucking look of them, honestly. But they're functional.
I get you. The look was great. That's what made me look at them the first time, too. But, the first time I wore one, A, the fit was completely wrong for me, but I have huge feet in the first fucking place. B, it just broke. Like, within 3 months, the shoe was gone. No, hold on.
Well, to be fair, this is a cheap starter shoe.
Well, this is also a starter shoe, too. It's a little bit more expensive, but... Hold on.
Yep. Mine's a cheap starter shoe. I'll be getting paid fucking $2,400 a month, dude, so... Just to push a fucking broom.
Here's the one that's in a style that you might like, but let me just check the specifications on it really quick. Of course they get rid of everything that I want in it. What the fuck? Are you kidding me right now?
I wear a 10.5.
They got 10.5. They got 10, 10.5, and 11.
Yeah, I have smaller feet for a man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got 13 double wide. I have canoes for feet.
Meanwhile, Peggy Hill, who wears a size 16.5.
Right?
I don't know why I remember that one detail from fucking King of the Hill.
The one I remember is that Arlen is actually Harlan, and Harlan was renamed from Harleton. That is an amazingly fucking niche detail to remember, not gonna lie.
So Arlen, Texas is Harlington, Texas.
No, Arlen, Texas was Harlan, Texas. Harlan, Texas was actually Harlington. It got renamed twice within the span of 100 years, and Harlington was renamed because it was actually Harlot Town.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's like, did you know that New York is actually New Amsterdam?
Yeah, no. I know that one.
That's like the whole Constantinople thing, not gonna lie.
You did too. Bread.
So, I went out to get a bottle of liquor for my birthday because, as one does. And
yeah, that's valid.
The funnier part of that is the liquor I get, I'm used to how this tastes. I'm used to how strong this shit is, right? The place that I went to apparently doesn't sell much of it because A, it was one of the cheapest ones on the shelf for a fifth of it, and I'm like, the fuck? B, when I opened this up, apparently it had aged so much that it's like triple the strength than normal. And it still tastes about the same. Which kind of has me scared. It's like, what the fuck you putting in this shit where it
yes, you take one sip, instantly hammered and confusion.
No, that's just it. Usually, when I buy one of these, I fuck up a bottle. You know what I'm saying? A whole ass bottle. I bought this one, and like, fucking, hold on, I gotta get a picture of this shit.
Dog, it can't be that bad, though, for real.
Dude, no, you don't understand. Okay.
Dog, my first ever fucking drink was fucking gin.
Okay, my first ever drink was 151 Bacardi.
Yeah, lucky bitch.
The second one was Everclear, and it was homemade.
Okay, that's just suicide at that point, dog.
No, it was Drink It with Grandpa.
It's just fucking paint thinner.
No. This was strawberry banana moonshine made with sugarcane mash. No, this shit, I drank that much of it, and I was, like, balked for half the night. And it's supposed to be 34%. And part of me is like, what in the goddamn fuck?
I'm a seasoned drinker. That ain't no 34%.
Yeah, no, trust me. I even had my girlfriend try that shit, and she said, where'd you get that? Because normally I drink this shit straight. I went to drink this shit straight, and it tasted like I just had a mouthful of Everclear. But it was like sweet vanilla Everclear. Like, you didn't immediately want to spit it out. It just burned the shit out of you. Like, you ever had...
So you and your girlfriend are both seasoned drinkers?
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm an alcoholic recovering, but I fall off the wagon every now and then.
Alcoholism.
Yes, unfortunately. Runs in my family. Well, no, thrives in my family.
God damn it.
At least I'm honest. Look. I won't name any names here, but there's at one point my aunt was up on my mother's property back when she was trying to own a property. And she called my other aunt up there to help with some things that were happening on the property. This other aunt, she day drinks like nobody's business. She will sit there and chug a fifth of Jack and then turn around and have a fifth of Jim Beam in the center console of the car because the Jack wasn't enough. It gets worse from here because she hauled all the way out there. 90-mile drive, which, of course, that's already going to be a fucking issue in the first place. Are you kidding me? And ends up in a suspicious one-car accident on a dirt road with no name in a car she don't own.
How the fuck?
Uh-huh!
Beg your finest fucking pardon!
Yeah, uh-huh. Now, to be fair, she doesn't drink anymore because of this event and holds all of us responsible.
The fuck?
Yeah, You see what unreasonable family I have now.
What kind of peak mental retardation coming from fucking Southwest Kansas is this bullshit?
Because, and I quote, I wouldn't have been fucking out here if you guys hadn't fucking called me. And me and my mother didn't do shit. My aunt is trying to apologize her ass off, but, like, look, she straight up said, if you'd have told me you've been drinking, cuz I would not have called you. Like,
I don't even have fucking words for this shit, dog.
Neither do I. And it happened in my lifetime. It happened to my family. It happened to me. And I still can't accept that it's reality. I still, like, that just is not people. That is not how people. That is not human.
This ain't canon.
Exactly, right? Somebody's writing it the alternate universe, and for some reason I'm stuck in that.
How do you think I feel? I got arrested on fucking Valentine's Day because my mother was jealous and I had a happy life.
I got arrested on my birthday for stealing my own bicycle by my mother.
My story is I was in a relationship for fucking going on 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was spending Valentine's Day with my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She got so fucking jealous that I got on the phone with my girlfriend, calling her, that she started yelling at me to shut up, even though I was fucking whispering. I started asking her why couldn't I fucking talk to my girlfriend on Valentine's Day. She called the fucking cops. They fucking took her side of it without any fucking question and took me to fucking county.
Right. That's like, so what ended up happening with mine is it was my birthday. My brother had stolen my bike from my grandparents' house. My bike that I paid for after fucking saving up all summer, right? Well, I went back over there because I was going to take that shit back because it's my shit. I literally had the receipt in my pocket. So I walk over, I take my shit, my mother starts grabbing it, throwing it in the back of the shed and things, and as I go to get it again, she's already called the cops. Now, I'm walking it out to the edge of the sidewalk, and the cop grabs the bike and tells me to let go of it. I go to reach for the fucking receipt, and I tell him, look, this is my end. Before I can even say something, he's got one arm handcuffed, and he's trying to grab the other arm. And it's at this point where I get a charge for resisting, because Me and the cop struggle around for the next 20 minutes while he realizes that handcuffs are not going to work. Anyways, so after I finally sit down on the ground, after he's tired of trying to struggle around with me, my mother tells him that I'm stealing my brother's bike, which is a complete fucking lie. I end up spending the night in the basically the drunk tank. They didn't even take me to juvenile hall at that point. And my grandparents ended up having to come pick me up because I was doing in-home supportive service for my grandparents, providing end-of-life care for my grandfather. Do you know what it's like to pull a terminally ill person out of their house to come pick up their help from jail? Like, that is a level.
Oh, no, let me get it real quick. Hang on. Okay, I'm back.
But yeah, you see what I'm saying, right? And the funniest part of that... Go ahead.
Charge for you?
Oh yeah, I did.
Did you file a report with the police station trying to tell them that the officer just arrested you without any proper procedure or anything?
Being that it was just detained and not filed as an arrest, they wouldn't do anything. Even though I was actually taken down to the station and put in a cell. Like, not in a jail cell, but in a holding cell. Technically, legally, in California, that's still just detained.
Technically, legally, in my opinion. No, I'm done. That's not peas, that's corn. Oh. I was dead ass gonna call you an idiot. I saw you walk over to the corn. I saw you take the top off. And you said, I need you to take these peas outside, completely forgetting the peas are on the counter right there. And I said, that's not peas, that's corn. I was about to call you an idiot.
That checks out. I've done stupider things. You ever accidentally said something that's just like immediately gonna piss somebody off, but you had no control over it because it was one of those what the fuck moments?
Yep.
So, I was at a gas station in California, and it was $1.48 a gallon. So, everybody and they mama was getting gas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I pull up to the pump, I fill my tank, I go to go inside, and this guy runs right ahead of me. And I mean, like, literally runs right in front of the line ahead of me. And I'm like, okay, fucking asshole. And then he starts talking to the guy at the counter. He's like, listen, I used to work at a gas station. The thing that broke is a clip, like, about yay big, and it's about $30. How much are you going to charge me for it? He's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I drove off with the gas nozzle in my fucking thing. And I'm sitting there like, oh, shit. And I couldn't help it. The first words out my mouth were, glad I've never been that stupid. Like, don't get me wrong, I've done a lot of stupid things, but glad I've never been that stupid.
And what was his response?
He's like, great, yeah, don't worry, it'll be worse when you catch yours. And the fucked up thing is, with the way karma works, he's not wrong. But fuck too, man. Like, what do you expect me to say? Like... And the funnier part, when I get out there, I find out that he backed into me trying to back into the gas lane after he pulled the fucking nozzle off. So I'm just sitting out there like, you want to hand up your insurance or what's going on here? The entire time he's just looking at me like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
He never gave his insurance, did he?
No, he did. It was a quick little thing. He was honest about it, luckily. He was just completely fucking pissed about it. My horse just got eaten by a rock.
My horse
Hey, my horse is on crack.
Nobody ever, if you don't play Elden Ring, nobody's gonna fucking understand that fuck ass thing.
Red Dead Redemption would enter the chat.
Yes, Arthur Morgan.
Oh, holy shit.
Say, I beg your finest fucking pardon.
I managed to get out of the rock pocket. Why does that sound like the worst sex story I've ever heard of?
Your horse gets eaten by a rock. Not just Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan. Fucking John Marston.
Exactly.
Marston, Dutch. Micah. Fucking everybody. Just spawns out of the goddamn aether. Looks at you and just in unison, I beg your finest fucking pardon.
No, the worst part is they all would do that except for John, who lived through RDR 1, who would just look at you and go, first time?
First off,
Exactly. And the only reason I bring that up is because of the one where you could like step on an animal's head with the horse and go flying. It was a glitch with the wolves, and it was entirely prevalent in the beta version of Red Dead Redemption 1. So if they'd ran under to attack the horse's legs, like they're programmed to do, right?
yeah.
Every now and then, the horse would pick up its leg, and when it came down, it would come down on the head of the wolf, which would translate its X movement up about 8 inches. Unfortunately, the resulting velocity change in every other leg trying to adjust for this launched you about 6 miles into the fucking air.
Yeah, 6 miles uncontrollably vertically.
Yeah, just whoop! And you would fall off the horse would start falling, parachutes haven't been invented yet, so you're currently contemplating your escape velocity.
Until you miraculously hit the ground and live, because the game forgives bugs.
No. The game did not forgive this. When you hit max height, even the one-hit death protection no longer applied.
It was not the one-hit death protection, it was the fucking bug protection. Like, you know how in GTA and shit, if you encounter like a fucking fling bug, you'll fall from max height but take no damage.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I'm saying there, is that's what they have, is if you have anything that does max Boolean damage from either height or explosion or anything like that, that's why they call it bug protection. If you have anything that does max Boolean damage, it just resets your health to normal before the damage takes effect. The problem with this is it didn't deal max Boolean damage, because fall damage was capped. It did, however, deal more than enough to one-shot any character, no matter the stats.
I want to pay for one motherfucking Patreon on YouTube for one reason.
Huh.
He managed to make a D&D scroll factory.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. And the worst part is, I did that before I ever saw the video. His simulacrum factory echoes mine to a T. It's kind of hilarious. Now, there's a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer that gave me trauma that I absolutely cannot forgive. Like, I've tried, and I can't. You know who Hamasama is? Yes, no, maybe so.
My friend posted in the fucking server, I'm gonna make butter, and as I'm making the butter, I'm going to add butter. So when the mixture makes butter, it will be butter squared.
That is not how butter works. Good night. Try to make ghee. Ghee is butter squared. That is when you reduce butter to make butter more butter.
Like adding butter to butter just makes it fucking diabetes.
No, adding butter to butter just like, okay, so there is some science to that. Not that your friend's probably gonna know that, and that's because the whole crystallization process and starting with a seed crystal and a nucleation point. But I'm pretty sure that they're not gonna know that. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna bring that up and they're gonna go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Because they're just being stupid. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Because butter squared is not a thing. That's like when I went to the store and I found sugar 2.0 and I wanted to just unalive.
In a world where game consoles were not the only one that can make sequel things. Introducing Sugar 2.0.
Yeah, it was apparently sugar with half the sugar of sugar. How the fuck do you do that? It is same weight, but
that's just half sugar, half artificial sweetener.
that's the worst part. Is they're saying it's not. It's not a mixture like that. They're like, I don't remember exactly what the wording on the package was, and I kind of don't want to misrepresent them, but you can look it up. I tried reading it and felt like I was having a stroke.
Motherfucker, that's like saying super creatine exists in Bang Energy. It doesn't.
Super creatine does exist. It is not in Bang Energy.
Yeah, I know they called it super creatine, but it's not.
As somebody who used to have a protein and creatine regimen regularly, that shit works.
I'm gonna be honest, I fucking love Bang Energy.
Bang Energy is just a precursor to just straight pre-workout.
That may be why I like it so much.
Have you ever tried pre-workout?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay.
That may be why I'm probably gonna like pre-workout.
How is your caffeine tolerance?
Do I need to remind you about the fact that I was able to drink 15 monsters in an hour?
Okay. So that's a good thing here. Now, how do you deal with sweating?
Fuck it, let it sweat, and I'll just take a shower later.
So, what you want to do, especially if you need hyped up before anything, you want to grab a muscle burner and a pre-workout. Now, the one I had, I believe, got taken off the shelves because the mixture of the BCAAs, like, it wasn't selling well enough, even though it was amazing. You know what I mean? But that was only taken off the shelves up here. I don't know if you still have it down there. I have to find the can.
What's it called again?
I have to find the can. I don't know what it's called. It's been it's been almost 8 months since I did this. I almost said 8 years. Why the fuck? Anyways, so what you do is you want to take your pre-workout and your fat burner, and you want to mix the recommended amount in about 8 ounces of water, and then afterwards, if you do the whole protein supplement thing, about 20 minutes after that, you do your protein shake. And the reason being is because that fat burner is going to activate all of your metabolic habits. It's going to activate all of your lipids, and the creatine is going to work through your bloodstream. Your bloodstream is going to be pumped up by the fat burner, because that's also going to force your blood pressure kind of higher. Same with the pre-workout. The pre-workout's going to push your blood pressure higher as well. It's also going to amp you up. So if you have blood pressure problems, probably not the best thing to do. Basically, this mixture will have you feeling like Luffy in second gear.
What would it do, considering I'm that one fat guy that's in gym class that's just unbelievably athletic for no fucking reason?
So the fat would come right the fuck off of you with the fat burner, and the pre-workout, like, if you're already energetic to begin with, this mixture is just going to send you off the rails.
motherfucker, during dodgeball, I was fucking Dark Souls rolling to avoid the balls.
Right.
I'm not even kidding. Like, everybody thought they won. They said, wait, Devin's left. I just see everybody fucking turn on me like a hard lock in fucking Batman Arkham. Like, everybody just fucking target acquired type shit.
Right.
Like, it's not, like, you can be playing dodgeball. It is a fucking scary thing to have the enemy team realize you're the last one left, and they all turn on you in unison with a fucking hard lock.
I do understand that feeling all too well, unfortunately. It wasn't dodgeball, it was airsoft, but yes.
But
and it quickly went from...
terrifying.
Oh, yes. Especially when everybody's got BB guns and they're all suddenly aiming at you.
So what happened was I panicked. My dumbass just said, you know, fuck it, dodge roll. Just fucking chunked a fucking scam in a pot and just started fucking dodge rolling. And it worked the first 3 times. I said, you know what, fuck it. This shit's working. I'm not gonna stop. I proceeded to dodge roll 14 more times, dodging the dodgeballs like they wasn't shit. And then I got my team back in because in order to get my team back in, I have to throw a red ball and hit the fucking basketball goal.
Oh, nice.
Literally just hit the fucking backboard.
So you guys have it differently than we do.
Yeah, I had to dodge roll fucking 17 times, pick up the red ball because I was waiting for it. They all exhausted their balls, pause, and then
they all exhausted their balls.
and then I threw the red ball in the fucking goal, got my team back in. I single-handedly clutched the fucking game.
Right. So, I've had this weird thing, and it took me almost 20 years, or no, sorry, about 15 years to actually get proof of it, since I found out it was a thing. But for some reason, when shit happens around me, especially like high intensity shit, time seems to slow down for me.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what battle awareness is, right?
Yeah.
Essentially for me, it's worse than bullet time.
Oh, so it's like fucking Spidey sense type shit.
No. Spider sense gives you a precognition of what's happening. This, I will have no idea what's happening. It's just all of a sudden everything will be moving super slow. Now, the last time this happened was actually when me and a few friends were drinking. So, I was in the middle of a bong rip. I was pretty drunk at the time. And combined with the lack of oxygen and everything else, I don't know why this made me laugh half as much as it did. But somebody over there said, "Quick, what's the number for 911?"
Really, nigga?
That's what went through my head. And I'm trying not to laugh while I'm trying to exhale, and there's this whole choking moment. And both of my legs come out from under me. Now, this fall takes about 45 seconds from my point of view.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I'm also in a house where the floorboards are rotted, the floor is horrible, and every time I step through the house, you can hear the house cry. So everybody else is expecting there to just be a hole in the floor and us to have to call an ambulance. Now, after the fall happens, I pick myself up off the floor, still holding the bong. Still holding the cup. Not a single drop spilled. The roommate that I'm using now turns around, like he's been turned around for a half second, turns back around and is like, the fuck just happened? And everybody else is like, he just fell, what the fuck was that Matrix bullshit? And I was like, the fuck do you mean? And she was like, dude, that took like 30 seconds. Like, you ever seen somebody fall for 4 business days?
Yep.
Now, that's not the most interesting time that's happened. That's just the only time I've ever had anybody else have proof of it. You know what I mean?
I remember the first time I actually tried my fucking favorite flavor of Monster. It was fucking orange dreamsicle. I don't know what the fuck they put in that goddamn drink.
Vanilla.
It's the fact that it fucking terrified me because when I drank the whole can, 2:35 p.m. lasted for 4 fucking hours.
That sounds like somebody gave you some LSD there, bud.
I managed to clean up my entire room in that 1 fucking minute, dude.
That checks out. Oh yeah, that's like, did you hear about the director of FEMA saying he can teleport?
Yes, okay, Cecil Stedman.
No. The worst part is, the times he's talking about when he can supposedly teleport is already when he's drunk. Like, he just discovered redneck fast travel and has decided to make it the world's problem. And worse yet, guess where he's teleporting from and to?
The bar to home and back.
From one Waffle House to the other.
It seems like this motherfucker wants the Vaderand.
I know, right?
One of my friends just got employed at fucking Waffle House, by the way.
He got into a job at Waffle House?
Yeah. You know what's worse? You wanna know what's worse about it?
Huh.
They're a femboy going into the Waffle House business.
That's not that bad. It could have been Femboy Hooters.
The Femboy Hooters, no, to Femboy Hooters would have been better off. You're forgetting what kind of fucking establishment Waffle House is.
No, I'm not. Waffle House is the one that FEMA bases their whole fucking emergency response off of. Did you know that?
Well, because I'm aware, I didn't know that. I also know the fact that fucking Madman Fenrir had fucking Florida Man use fucking domain expansion, and instead of the entire fucking
Waffle House is closed.
Yeah, and instead of the entire fucking comment section complimenting the fucking skip and shit like it normally is, it was in an entire state of fucking panic.
Yeah, because the words Waffle House is closed is ingrained in fear across the entirety of the Southwest. The fact that you don't know it is honestly hilarious.
But no, it's not even that. It's Waffle House is fucking everywhere in the USA. Everywhere.
No, it's not.
There's not?
It's not in California. It's not in Idaho. It's not in Utah.
No.
It's not in Washington. It's not in Nevada. It's not in... No, it is in Arizona, but only in one portion.
There's no Waffle Houses in fucking Idaho or the fuck? It's only in 25 states?
Yeah. Just like In-N-Out Burger. I thought In-N-Out Burger was everywhere. I moved out here. I thought In-N-Out Burger and Dutch Brothers was everywhere. Nope.
We don't have an In-N-Out Burger in Mississippi, I don't think, and I don't think we have one in...
No, you don't. It doesn't come west of Texas, or east of Texas.
We don't have a White Castle down here in Mississippi either. We have fucking Crystal Burger.
Don't have a White Castle up here, but we got a Wimpy's.
We don't have Carl's Jr. or Hardee's down here either.
I hate that, but I also love that.
We surprisingly have Arby's.
We do too. Everywhere has Arby's.
Some places don't need an Arby's.
Well, no. Do you know why everywhere has Arby's?
Why?
Everywhere has cheap meat that they want to get rid of that they can't just sell.
That just brought me to my friend that wants to fucking sell her brother for $2.
Yeah, at one point I had a cannibal offer me $1,500 for my leg.
You didn't take that.
No, because I thought I could get more.
Still, 1,500 and 1,500. Surprisingly, cannibalism is legal in every state except for fucking Idaho.
Technically, it's not, because even if it was by choice, desecration of a corpse is illegal, and even if you harvest it live, that's mutilation of a body.
Okay, so I actually did some fucking research on this. It literally depends on the circumstances. If you die and it is in your will that you wish to be eaten by a select group of people...
Even if it's in your will, that's desecration of a corpse. That's illegal in every state.
No, that's legal in this part. I promise you it's legal.
You can say it's legal all you want, but desecration of a corpse is not legal, even if it's in the will. And there's a reason I know this, and there's a very specific and fucked up reason I know this.
I don't think I want to know that you do at this point.
And no, I don't think you do. And it happened in 2 different locations and was retried in Texas. So no.
The fact, this is one of them things where you can just say, if I had a nickel for every time X happened, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's weird that it happened twice.
You know how many times I've had to say that in my fucking life?
Too many.
Yes. The worst part is, half of them have been about family.
That's crazy.
Look, you do realize that when you have to admit that your family tree looks like either a recycling symbol or a ladder, you have problems.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what about the fact that the fucking Olympian family tree looks like a weird mixture of fucking both?
See, that's when you get into the fact that your family tree looks like the radiation warning symbol and you just move on. It's just 3 arrows constantly folding in on each other.
There's no such thing as a fucking political meeting at the fucking the Olympian Pantheon, because it's just all end up being a fucking family meeting.
You know what I find funny about the Olympian Pantheon? Oh great, fucking spam caller. Right in the middle of a boss fight.
Hello, Moto.
Hello? Yeah, they ain't even gonna say anything. Alright. Anyways. So, about the Olympic Pantheon. You know how a lot of them have just been, like, rapey douchebags since forever, right?
Uh-huh.
There's only one of them that doesn't need talk to about how he treats women. Or the conquest of women.
I don't have a feeling that it's either fucking Zeus or Hephaestus.
No, actually, Hephaestus I have a different theory about. I have a theory that Hephaestus wasn't even killed.
We'll get into that later.
I have a theory that Hephaestus might just be Loki in disguise. Or, yeah, that Hephaestus was told to go in... You know what I'm saying here.
Yeah. But we'll open that can of worms later.
The other part here... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, no. So, I had my girlfriend guess this one, and her first guess was Poseidon. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then she was like, well, I know it's not Zeus. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so it's Hades. No, especially because of Persephone. That one alone should disqualify him. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but we did, by the way, we did kill Persephone in the fucking Water Darkness campaign.
Right, nice.
I'm not even kidding. It was an entire fucking boss fight. She got fucking murdered.
Right. Well, so who does that leave in the Olympic Pantheon that's one of the major gods?
Hermes
has 11 different baby mamas. Only 4 of them chose him, and that was after he decided.
What? I'll be right back. Hang on.
Alright.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm taking a dab.
Huh?
Getting the bong working. Anyways, though, the answer there is Ares. Ares is the only one in the Olympic Pantheon that doesn't need to talk to about his conquest of women.
Oh, yeah, because fucking Spartan type shit. He'll just fuck anybody.
No, that's not even it. The only time he went after a woman, he disguised himself as a farmer, and she chose him over the ones that she had available.
Anyway, let's see how funny we can make this run. I'm starting up a Clover Pit run, by the way.
Nice. I still haven't got the DLC from that. I should.
It's only a couple bucks.
Yeah, I know. I've just been waiting until after bills because I've been trying to trade in my Volkswagen for a truck.
I don't see the point of fucking depression, though. Like, in Clover Pit. I don't see the point.
Of depression?
Yeah, in Clover Pit.
I don't remember what it do.
I know it kills flat luck of the machine.
So, if you want to stack odds, you can kill the flat luck to 0 to have any other odd be the highest odd. And then if you have the one to ignore those odds, every other one, so if you have the highest one be the lowest, if you have it set to ignore the highest ones and every other one is the highest, then the highest paying symbol you have becomes the only one it can give you.
That's what fucking depression does?
Yeah, it's to help remove other options. It basically makes the machine say, I don't feel like doing this today, but only in specific niche combinations.
Meanwhile, me that kind of specializes in both diamond and clover combinations so far.
I had one that specified specialized in fruits and sevens. Hell, my multiplier on sevens was like 14k.
I just need one more fucking coin. I think one or two more coins, and I have already gotten out of deadline 1 with the fucking corpses. I just need 2 coins actually. So all
right, I've almost got the Divine Beast Dancing Lion murdered. I'm trying to unalive this thing, and it's hitting me with the Deathblight special.
That makes sense. And I am completely out of deadline 1.
A buddy of mine bought Clover Pit, and he says it made him start gambling again, and he hates me for it. And I said, I did not make you do that.
Don't blame me for your fucking hardship.
The worst part is I said, you should be thanking me because it should be making you gamble less.
For every 3 consecutive spins where you score either diamonds, treasures, or sevens, next one will have the eye pattern.
God fucking damn it! He was literally a Tony. Don't you tell me he dies and I don't get the things. That is such garbage. That is such garbage. That is such garbage. I don't get his shit.
I don't want to. Okay, so let's do a few fucking spins first before I pick out the fucking thing. I hope the fucking pony triggers soon.
That's been my least favorite one in the entire thing.
I love how I say I hope the fucking pony triggers soon, and the pony triggers in the immediate next spin.
That's because it was listening. Alright, I have conquered a second divine... You know what's funny? I've killed the secret divine beast before I killed the regular divine beast.
Wow.
And I don't know how to feel about that.
And I'm already out of fucking deadline 2. I'm already at a deadline 2. Jesus Christ.
So I usually farm up my coins before I get to deadline 2 so that it asks me about the memory packs, and then I deny the memory packs to just farm up clover creds at that point.
Well, I'm trying to do funny run, which is a secret run.
Okay.
Well, I do need to do more of the I need to spawn fucking evil charms. So I can get so I can get new shit. What do
Verdigris
you do?
Discus?
Lover 1. Symbols have a 5% chance of having their revenge modifier. You know what? You'll be helpful, actually. The resale value of that charm is double. I don't need Dynamo. I'm gonna get rid of Ijar. That's property certificate. That's Scratch and Hope. I'll take that, actually. How many? Okay, I have 9 slots. I have no coins though. However, you know what? Fuck it. We spin. And the interest will give me more shit that I can spin with.
You ever heard of Christopher Titus?
No.
Look, he's hilarious. Any man that can admit that up until he was a teenager he thought women were rent to own because his father had too many divorces is hilarious.
Damn!
Like,
That's fucked! That's fucked!
Okay, so, watchable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That motherfucker is hilarious. He wrecked a Dodge Viper on the speedway that Elvis drove on.
Wow.
He didn't do it on purpose. He also had a driving instructor with him. Like, how the fuck do you do this shit? You know what I mean?
The only thing bad about evil runs is that they're hard to fucking kick off.
Yeah, they are. That's because that fucking first hurdle really depends
No,
on
the first hurdle. Evil charms don't give you the same benefits as normal and holy charms. They tend to fuck you up more than they do help you, unless you have to do a dedicated 666 build.
So you know how the price of beef has gotten expensive as fuck, right?
Yeah.
I just went out and spent $100 on beef.
What did you fucking buy? A goddamn tomahawk?
No, brisket.
You know what? That makes sense, actually.
Now, what is beef going for by weight around you?
Surprisingly, like only like 45 cents a pound, maybe 50.
I beg your
We
finest
can
fucking pardon?
Okay, you know what? It's kind of dependent on exactly what the fuck you buy. We sell it more by the cut than we do by the pound.
Ground beef up here. Okay, ground beef is going $6.50 a pound.
Nigga, what?
I'm not joking.
We can get ground beef for a pound for like what, fucking $3?
Brisket is going. Brisket is going $13 a pound right now.
Here's a pack of cube steaks that we have. The pack of cube steaks are $6.33 a pound. However, we can get fucking 8 of them bitches in these cube steak packs.
See, $6 a pound is about what I'd expect. Now, like I said, brisket is going $13 a pound right now.
This is a pack of stew meat that we got. $7.48 a pound, but it's like fucking 2 pounds in here, and you can make an entire pot of soup for a fucking week. Which is surprising.
Right.
What's that? Tender roast. Yeah, this is $6.46 a pound for a piece of chuck roast.
Eye of round is going $8.68 a pound up here.
Let me go to my inside freezer real quick, because I'm gonna get more prices off the shit in the inside freezer.
Cab steak is going $8.60 a pound.
If I just open this up, okay, here's some extra shit in here. I am going to straight up skip this Angus because that's just expensive and everybody knows it. Skipping the Angus. That's pork chops. What are you? That's Milanesas.
See,
These
pork
are
is
red.
going $4 a pound up here, by the way.
$3.38 a pound.
Yeah.
What are you? Hang on. Oh, these are part of my this is my drumstick pack. Well, what's left of it. This is the chicken drumsticks are $168 a pound.
No, it's about right for chicken. But no, beef is like, the brisket alone is $14 a pound up here, and I can't fucking believe it.
Hey Mom, how much did you pay for that pack of beef that you just bought? All together? Each? What? You telling me that two small packs word? You're joking. Can I shove them in the freezer, please? You're joking. $5.98 a pound.
For beef, just for cab steak? Hello? May I ask who's calling?
Hi, this is
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm
Jessica
just helping
from
on the phone.
Claims. The reason I'm calling is so...
No, I was getting a scam call again. I blame losing that boss fight on that scam call.
Okay, I'm back again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, $5.98 a pound. You are right. I thought beef was cheaper.
Mm-mm. Now, like I said, brisket right now where I'm at's going $14 a fucking pound.
I think it purely depends on the cut, really. But then
Not
again,
purely.
it's going higher in general though.
Now, I did some negotiating with one of the guys at the store I go to. Well, I say negotiating. Some people might call it strong arm.
I call it tackling.
So I picked up fucking almost 16 pounds of beef for $98.
Uh-huh.
And it was brisket. Now, at $14 a pound for 15 pounds, well, almost 16 pounds. How much do you think I saved at that point? And was it worth a little bit of strong arming?
It was.
And the worst part is, it was my birthday. Of course I'm getting beef. Fuck that.
For my 22nd birthday, I plan to get lobster for the first time.
I've never understood sea bugs.
I still find it funny that Oliver wants to fuck a crustacean.
You know, being that he's half bug, that's not as weird as it sounds.
It's not, but it's still weird on the outside.
The part that I still can't get over is fucking robot.
wanting to fuck him, or just him in general?
No, him in general, because, like, the whole thing, like, with Monster Girl, you can't, like, not see that he's kind of, one of those.
Yes, one of them watchlist type motherfuckers.
Literally, one of them, check his hard drive now, please, kind of things. Because, like, that's not even the only evidence for it, because while he was with Team, the first time we see him on screen, do you know how fucking old he is?
How old?
35! Yet he's hanging out with Team.
To be fair, he was working with the Mahler twins at first to get him a body.
No, that's not first. That was after. Before that, when he was literally Robot and the thing in the fucking tube, he was 35 years old and owned 2 businesses to own the house that they were using.
Still, worked with the Mahler twins. I'm expecting a fucking betrayal arc.
No, the Mahler twins are dead. They're gone.
I'm still expecting a fucking betrayal. I cannot wait for Mark to get the fuck back to Earth and then rip Cecil in half.
I know, right? Hey, Cecil, can you guess who I just ran into? Why was he ripping my guts out if he's just, dead?
Not just ripping his guts out. He was rearranging his insides, literally.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Dancing Lion of Dead. What bosses am I missing? Other than Mesmer.
Literally fucking Mark's guts up. And the fact that Mark was able to choke out Conquest. Fuckers got my instant respect for that shit.
He picked the hardest way out. But he handled up on his promise.
Fucker picked the absolute hardest way to kill Conquest. And held on through the entirety of that fuck-ass fight, had his guts fucked out, and still choked him to death.
Respect, because unfortunately I'm built like that.
And then Thrag had the audacity to say some motherfucking show me, like, nigga, I just killed Conquest. My grave is still on the fucking thing. I can show you.
But what he's hearing is that he overpowered Conquest. That Conquest was weaker than him, because that's what Viltrumite Society has taught him.
Yeah, like, literally, he said show me. Mark didn't have to fucking punch him. He could have just legged him to Conquest's body. The choke marks were there.
Because in Thrag's mind, he wouldn't have beaten Conquest at that point. Conquest was one of the only Viltrumites that had the possibility of challenging Thrag. Speaking of which, you know what I want to be canon, but isn't?
Conquest?
No. Conquest is canon. It was confirmed by the creator, he's canon.
Okay, the nigga quest.
Uh-uh.
And who? Or what?
Conquest's daughter.
Oh, I forgot about that. I also want Thrag's daughter to be canon.
Well, Thrag's twins are canon, but that's not the point. Guess who Conquest's daughter is?
Who?
It's him and a Ragnar.
Ragnar?
You know what the Ragnar are? Those reptile creatures that killed Viltrumites because of the 10 times gravity?
I'm fucking sorry, but this man managed to absolutely fucking impregnate a goddamn Ragnar?
Apparently, and didn't know he had a daughter, which is why she grew up in the wilds on the Ragnar planet and had to deal with it freezing.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this fucking once. Nigga, what?
Exactly, right? Like, it's just a fan thing at this point. But apparently, there's at one point, like, I would love for Mark to just fly out there in the middle of nowhere, and he just meets this red Viltrumite full of spitfire, poison, and venom, and it's like, whoa, what the shit, what the shit, what the shit? It's just, you killed my father!
Mark's like, who's your father? This is like Conquest. Mark just has a fucking blue screen.
Right?
He fight. It just says what?
And just starts getting pummeled through an asteroid because he's just like, wait, hold on a minute, wait, hold on a minute, wait.
I looked to fight you, but he fucking contact.
Right? Like, wait a minute, Conquest and who?
It's like, yeah, Mark's gonna be fighting her later. He needs a story now.
Oh, speaking of history and stories, I heard a rumor the other day that I would love to be true about Black history that I have no idea if it is true. I would love it to be.
Hit me with it.
It's about Michael Jackson and Tupac.
Go on.
So, at one point, there was at this diner or whatever, where, I don't know who this woman was to Tupac. I don't know whether he was dating her or whether it was like his daughter-in-law or something like that. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
All I know is apparently Tupac was really pissed off at this girl. And he was yelling at her, kind of giving her the business. Well, Michael Jackson happened to be in the same diner, and that girl happened to be Michael Jackson's niece. And Michael Jackson went to correct Tupac about it. You know, this is the closest thing I got to family left. You ain't going to talk to her any kind of way like that. And Tupac tried to, knuckle up, tried to tell him mind his own fucking business, And Michael Jackson essentially told him, you gonna pay attention or I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
Now, no. Here's how it goes, because the worst part is, it continues. Apparently, they stepped outside, and apparently Michael Jackson whooped Tupac's ass. I would love it to be true.
No, that didn't happen, but fucking, the voice actor behind Franklin Clinton, he beat the fuck out of 50 Cent.
Right.
I know Franklin's voice actor beat the fuck out of 50 Cent, and Franklin's voice actor is fucking cousin of CJ's voice actor.
No, I remember that. But no. This was specifically Tupac and Michael Jackson, and the only reason it really even makes sense to me, alright, is because Michael Jackson had a really fucked up life. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson had, like, a hell of a beat-down life behind closed doors. Tupac had a loving family.
So it makes no fucking sense.
Not only that, we don't have any videos or anything of that of Michael Jackson fighting. And he's one of the most coordinated motherfuckers on the planet. So, even if he's fighting, he's kind of dancing with it, which that's going to be the most disrespectful fucking thing in the first place. Like, can you imagine getting punched in the face while he's popping and locking? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You go to swing and he just starts moonwalking and pulling leans.
That reminds me of when I was playing fucking 21 in fucking school. It was all against the, it was fucking FFA. I managed to get the fucking ball, and I had one dude holding me. I just decided to say, you know what, fuck it. I then proceed to cross up half of everybody, and then when there was one dude left, I just fucking started moonwalking on him. Before shooting a 3, nothing but net. The dude was twice my height, too. I'm sitting here moonwalking on him, and then I just hit the fucking cleanest 3.
Right. Now, we do have evidence.
If I told you,
Go ahead.
Would you believe me if I told you the day after that, it turns out that he fucking moved cities?
What?
Yeah, he got moonwalked on, shot on, literally got moonwalked on after everybody else got fucking crossed up, shot on, clean nothing but net 3 by a dude that is literally fucking 5'2", 250 fucking pounds. He's fucking 6'3", 190 pounds. He's fucking massive compared to me in terms of height. He should be able to fucking take the ball. He fucking couldn't. So he gets styled on, shot on. So he's just like, I can't stay in this fucking town no more. So he just gets fucking leaves.
Yeah, I can't blame him anymore. That's like, do you ever watch drag races, like the newer ones?
No, sadly.
Well, there's this split point front end Chevy that they call Meth Head.
Uh-huh.
It lives up to the fucking name, alright? They put it up against a Chevelle that had a 2.2 for a half mile, alright? 2.2 second for a half mile. That is in fucking insane.
God damn.
This thing gapped it by over halfway.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, straight up. It has so much torque that on liftoff, this thing will pull a straight 90. So they have to have the wheelie bars behind it. And I've had a couple of people call that cheating because it's just adding more downforce and allowing them to go faster. In reality, it's just making sure the car doesn't flip. And the funny thing is, the first comment I read on the video I saw for it was straight up, yeah, ain't no way you're gapping me like that, because I'll turn around and go home.
I remember when I played Need for Speed Heat and I accidentally made the fucking Ford GT from the 70s fucking accidentally do a goddamn wheelie.
Right? Oh, this one was IRL. Alright, you know what a Ford Taurus is?
Who doesn't?
Okay. Me and Grandpa were fixing up a Ford Taurus because it was Grandma's car and it was broken and, you know, Grandma broke the car. Not the point. The point being, we decided to tune it up a little bit. And Grandpa decided to let me set specifications, which that is a fucking mistake. I don't care who you are. It's a front-wheel drive. This thing managed to, uphill, on a 40-degree angle uphill, pull a 90-meter wheelie. Front-wheel drive, 90-meter wheelie.
How?
Me and Grandpa still had questions after we saw it.
How?
I still don't know. It had enough torque and momentum to carry up the hill and 90 meters across the road. Which we're lucky it was only 90 because there was a turn. And to be fair, it was my grandfather's fault because he said, alright, step on it. Let's see if it floods out.
I reiterate for the third fucking time. Oh.
You know, you have a hell of a mechanic when he can make front-wheel drives pull wheelies. You also see why some of my friends have said you are never working on my vehicle.
I want you to come down here and work on my fucking Avalon. I want you to. Mainly because the entire fucking wiring needs redone.
What year?
02.
02's not bad for wiring. The harness is, I believe, 1100.
Yeah, I need new wiring done. I need a new gasket for the engine. I need new gasket.
Okay, gasket where on the engine?
Don't know. I still need to do a diagnostic on that shit.
Okay, what's it leaking?
Oil.
Okay, is it leaking out of the block? Is it leaking into the antifreeze? What?
It's leaking out of the block because it's causing smoke when we start it.
Okay, so at that point I'm going to assume it's your header gasket and it's leaking onto the exhaust manifold. That's usually your culprit there.
Yeah, but need new header gaskets. Need wire chassis. I need 2 new tires on it. I need to get a new fucking rear view mirror, like up top rear view mirror, because that shit fell down.
All of that's easy fix. I just have one major problem besides transportation. I have no tools. Somebody robbed my shit April and took all my tools. They literally robbed me right after my birthday last year.
To be fair, my flat wage before tax is going to be what, $2,400 a month?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to get what you need, probably.
Probably. Chevy usually doesn't require too many tools to work on. I got a standard socket set.
This is Toyota Avalon.
Oh, alright. So it has SAE and metric then. Not a deal breaker. It's just hard.
It's a 2002 Toyota Avalon.
So, what you're going to need there is a set of SAE and metric sockets. You're going to need a flathead and a Phillips screwdriver, and you're going to need a couple of plastic pry tools for the door panels. The reason being is because if you want to just break the clips and replace them like every repair shop does, it's going to cost you an extra $150. There is a way with a plastic pry tool to get those to unclip. However, putting them back into the right position and clipping them properly is a bitch. And that's for your wiring harness. As for the gasket, instead of getting the $20 gasket, what you can do is you can get the Forma gasket. You know what I'm talking about? It's $20 in a can, which will last you for not only this car, but every other car you have out there. Now, when you do get the heads off, if it's the head gasket, what you want to do after you get the valves down and everything else set down from it, you want to take a piece of cardboard and smash it over the top of the engine block. You don't want to hit it with anything metal or anything like that. You just want to get a good impression of it. You then take that, cut that out, build a mold, and that's your gasket. You don't want that being any thicker than 1/8 of an inch. If it's thicker than 1/8 of an inch, it'll cause occlusion problems or it won't seat right. Right? Then you just trim out any excess, mount that, and you've got your gasket. Plus 2, you've got an extra, 300 gaskets that you can pour out in that Forma gasket. Which means that if you end up having another gasket loose, you can use that. Also comes in handy for certain quick fix repairs.
Or I can just fucking sell them on eBay for a fucking profit.
What, the Avalon?
No, like the extra 300 gaskets.
No, because you can't sell reformatted gaskets.
You can't on eBay, but nobody told me about fucking Amazon.
Amazon prevents that as well. Actually, there's a law against that. If you read the can, it says none of these gaskets are OEM certified, therefore the resale of gaskets made from this product is illegal. That's like propane tanks, right? They have a refill valve on them, right? You know, the little pin refill valve? If you read it, hold on, where is it? There we go. Never refill this cylinder. Refilling may cause explosion. Federal law forbids transportation if refilled. Penalty up to $500,000 fine and 5 years imprisonment. 49 USC 5124. Then why put the refill valve?
I can tell you why. Because they don't want civilians refilling it. Because it could be problematic.
No. It cannot be refilled. Even if a store refills it, that's illegal.
No, it has to be manufacturer refilled.
Even if a manufacturer were to refill it, they cannot transport it. And at that point, it becomes illegal for them to do anything with it because you can't use it on site.
Well, in that case, target practice. I don't fucking know.
Right, exactly. Because the reason why I'm saying this is like the difference between crack corn and deer corn. What's the difference?
I don't fucking know.
One gets you arrested for buying it.
That makes sense.
Do you know why?
Because crack corn is cocaine, you mean?
No, cracked corn is the same as deer corn. The only difference is one's used by hunters for baiting. The only difference is real hunters know it's the same damn thing, so they'll just go buy the crack corn, meaning they're catching the city boys and those just starting.
I hear somebody calling their cat.
No, you're hearing dragons spraying fire.
No, I'm outside right now. Someone's calling the cat.
Oh, alright. You know, these dragons are over here having a bitch fight and just ignoring me, and I don't know how to feel about that. I kind of feel left out.
sitting here watching the fucking top of the little spinning thing on top of my mom's house.
The weather vane?
The what?
The weather vane? Or are you talking about the, oh, you're talking about the heat shroud.
Yeah, it's a small spinning ball.
Yeah. It goes on top of your heat vent, yeah.
It stopped twice.
That's unusual.
Yeah, it stopped twice, and it's slowing down and speeding up as I watch it.
That means you got bad airflow in the house.
To be fair, my mom's a smoker. She's probably causing us bad airflow.
You know, I can't deny that as a smoker.
And it stopped again.
Might want to get your ducts cleaned. I'm fighting the Jagged Peak Drake.
I joined a fucking JJK fucking roleplay server because I was fucking bored. I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make my own fucking curse technique.
Curse technique, unpaid overtime.
Unpaid.
Curse technique, manual breathing.
You need to fucking watch Blacksmith. He makes funny work shorts.
Right. Oh, have you ever heard of No Panic Button or Fire Monkey Forge?
Oh, I have. I fucking love Boss J, Joey Ray, Father John.
Father John, man. Like, when he had to drink all that wine. Now I have to wait for Igon to finish his fucking lines.
It's a Boss John, Joey Ray, Father John. I think Jay makes a few fucking appearances.
Jay's in every single one. Department of Natural Resources makes a few.
And yeah, DNR. Fucking a DNRWD. Fuck that guy. Nobody likes the DNR.
The funniest one that I had was when the tax assessor came in to ask him what was going on. He's like, DNR's over there about to take my property. And the tax assessor's like, but that's an orchard. We could tax that for so much. And he just runs out of it. Like, you know how fucked up that is when you got two different government facilities arguing over how they're going to take your fucking money?
This just shows that living in America isn't free. You have to pay a tax to fucking breathe.
It reminds me of paying child support.
I wouldn't know that, even though I'm black.
You know what's funny is, I've never paid child support.
That's because you don't have a child.
Anymore.
Anymore.
Unfortunately. But that's another story. I believe I told you that story.
You told me that one.
Okay. Unfortunate circumstances. I should have picked better.
I had pineapple with a side of CGM as my status for a fucking long ass time, dog.
It's because it's still the funniest thing to have come up in a long ass time, not gonna lie.
What are some of the fuck ass quotes in the server that I've been? Hang on. I've seen some shit in my day, but what in holy high hillbilly hell? Why do all the news headlines read like fever dreams of a deformed skull of an inbred retard who eats cat litter?
That's hilarious.
No, I said this one. Tommy, your conception must have made OSHA sick with how many violations your mom's pussy had.
Wow. If my child life could be summed up in 2 words, it'd be toxic whirlwind.
Autobots, where's the Tylenol?
Auto thoughts roll out.
Ah, yes, one of my friends compared a fucking exorcism to Vicks Vapor Rub.
He's not wrong, unfortunately. It depends on where you put the Vapor Rub.
Before you call me racist, I don't eat black children. I think that makes you exclusively racist for not eating us.
I mean, you know, that's fucked. It's almost like this video I watched where this chick clawed a cop's eyes out because he was white.
6 bottles of tequila deep and still doing both electrical and plumbing at the same time and somehow still standing.
When did you get this picture of me?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the water heater incident?
Oh god, I'm scared now.
Okay, so we keep our salt for the porch and things in the basement, right? Because, you know, easy place to put it. Well, at one point, one of the cats got into the basement. Now, this was before I owned the house. I didn't know that the dude that owned the house did the plumbing very fucking wrong. Read here, he was using Schedule 20 PVC to plumb the entire house. Do you know how thin that shit is?
Very.
So when the cat rubbed up on the hot water heater side, which, by the way, PVC, hot water heater, not supposed to be a thing. It busts the output side of the hot water heater. Now, this is after everybody went to bed. Because fucking of course it is, right? I get up 2 in the morning, get a glass of milk, go to wash the cup out, turn the hot water on, and hear the water go glug, 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 glug. And I'm like, the faucet's not supposed to drink my water, what? So, I turn the cold water on, and I get cold water. And now I'm even more confused. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I turn the hot water back on, and at this point I realize something is very, very fucking wrong. I open up the basement, all I hear is water spraying. So I yell at her to turn the water pump off and turn the breakers off, right? Now, I'm in the basement with the lights on for 5 minutes too long not to realize that, you know, the power's not shut off. Especially since, you know, I can physically see electricity arcing in the 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet of water in the basement. Because, you know, that's always a good fucking sign. Now, she comes down the stairs with me, and she's about to step off into the water onto the steel mesh conveyor belt that we have on the fucking basement floor. Where I'm just like, are you fucking insane? So I step off into the water in the basement. Remember, I can see the electricity arcing in the water. Okay? I can physically see the electricity. You know how much electricity has to be in water for you to be able to see it?
How much?
Roughly over 15 amps at, I believe it was 200 volts. That's when you start being able to visibly see electricity through a medium. Because at that point, when you math it out, it adds up to over, I believe it's over 15,000 watts at one point. Anyways, not the point. The point is, the worst part of this is it's not just one circuit. Because the hot water heater is a 210 circuit, right?
Uh-huh.
The pressure switch is a 210 circuit.
Uh-huh.
The pressure switch is mounted right in front of the water heater that's currently being sprayed all over. The well pump is a 210 circuit that is run right next to the pressure switch, so the pressure switch can energize the 210 circuit that is currently being sprayed on by the water heater. Which means there are 3 open 210 connections in this salt water in my basement. And I step off into it onto the metal mesh floor. Can you tell me what's wrong with this situation?
You are doing a very big fucky wucky here, and you should be fucking dead. But you are not. You fucking immortal bitch!
Exactly! Dude, it gets so bad that you remember I told her to shut off the breakers to start this, right? Now, I stepped through the water and grabbed my phone, which is currently at about 9%, and called the guy that did the electrical because he was the last person in the basement to see if he knew where the shutoff for the plumbing was, right? He knows absolutely fucking nothing. But by the time I'm done with my call, my phone is at 35%. It was in my hand charging.
The fuck?
Notice this was less than a 5-minute call. This was 2.5 minutes, and I'm searching the entire time. My phone went from 9% to 35% in my hand. Just to tell you how much energy was running through me. Now, bonus, my phone does not support wireless charging.
It did, apparently.
No, enough energy was getting to the charging ports that it was charging.
Wirelessly.
The electricity was like, where is the fucking wire? Anyways, so I get the water shut off. And my dumbass, in all of my infinite wisdom, decides I need to grab the part so I know exactly which part I need to replace. Because I'm not replacing the entire system. Fuck that shit. I'm replacing this and we're going to call it good, right? Less than a foot from the water heater, fucking lightning arcs into my arm. I know it's just electricity, but that's what it fucking felt like. You know what I mean? And my dumbass decides to wipe my hand on my shorts to wipe the scorch mark away and continue grabbing the part, unscrew it, and walk back up the basement stairs. As I hit the basement door, power clicks off. I'm thinking, great, it shorted the house. No, she finally hit the breakers. I would assume so. Hell, I have survived testicular manslaughter on a position that I would assume normal people would die from. That's the only way I can put this, and the friend I had at the time stood there laughing at me.
You said testicular manslaughter. We're not sliding past that. You said testicular fucking
Yes,
manslaughter.
that is what I said.
What the fuck is testicular manslaughter?
So,
You know what? No, don't answer that.
No.
I don't want to know.
you're gonna laugh.
wanna know.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. This is funny.
Fine.
This is hilarious. So, I was replacing a well pump. This was not even 6 months after the water heater incident, okay? If you can't tell, my life doesn't take a fucking break. Anyways, I had an electrician come out and do the wiring for me because, you know, I'm not an electrician and don't want to die in a fire or blow up my fucking well, right? The electrician shows up drunk.
That makes sense.
Now, after he wires it up and I get it in the ground and he leaves, he says, you might want to check the wiring. The diagram didn't exactly look right to me, and you might want to pull it up and switch a couple of things around. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck do you mean switch a couple of things around? I paid you to do this, right?
Nigga, he's drunk. That
Yeah.
voice is not gonna make sense.
So I pull the water pump up, and instead of fucking with the wiring, I'm like, all right, we're just going to run the nuclear test. You know what that is, right? So I have her go turn on the well pump. Now I tell her there's 2 breakers that you have to pull. There's the pressure switch and the well pump. Both the bottom breakers have to be on for this to work. I tell her to flip the breakers, right? Well, she goes in, flips the breaker for the pump, and says, it's on, and I'm getting nothing. So it's at this point that I start yanking up the pipe for the well pump. It's at this point that my friend looks over and says, hey, aren't there 2 breakers? And she says, oh shit, you're right, and then pops the other breaker. The other breaker is for the fucking pressure switch. So immediately this gallon per second pump kicks in and starts spraying fire hose level strength water out of the pipe that I'm trying to hold. I've got this pipe 6 inches away from me in a sumo squat because I'm pulling up a 200-pound well out of a 400-foot pipe in the ground, right? So the end of this flexible pipe starts wobbling. It immediately smacks an 8-pound brass object, which is the fucking, not the foot valve, but the pitless adapter, into my crotch at full fire hose force. Now, out of instinct and blind panic, I grab up on the pipe trying to stop this, right? Unfortunately, where I grab happens to be where the heat shrink for the wiring is, and my hand grabs right through the heat shrink, and now I've got a 210 current that's sticking my arm into this pipe while it's spraying. Like, it's literally choking off the pressure enough that it doesn't hurt as bad, but it's literally just sitting there, smack, 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 smack. And my friend over on the deck is just dying laughing as I puke my guts up from testicular trauma, and am holding the end of the electrifying thing. As she finally cuts off the breaker, I don't fucking know how long later, I wished I were dead. And I stumble back to the kitchen to go sit in a chair and drink away whatever pain I can. My friend, still laughing, walks up and said, "Dude, I wish I had a fucking camera that needs to be on YouTube right now!" And I'm like, fuck you, nigga.
Fuck you.
Like, what else do you say? So, is that not worthy of testicular manslaughter at that point? Because every single one of those was right in the balls.
Yep, those are particular.
And worse yet, it was trying to fix a well pump. You ever try to fix something so hard that it breaks you? I mean, not usually like that, but fuck.
To be fair, that's not the worst somebody's gone through that I know.
Oh, just so you know, that's only a 3 out of 10 on the things that I've gone through for worst.
One of my friends was in fucking middle school, and keep in mind he's fucking 34, so the computer classes that he had were filled with them big ass monitors and PCs that looked like they belong in a fucking old folks' house because they're fucking TVs. Mm-hmm. Fucking CRT monitors. Right.
Dude, a friend of mine has a 30-inch flat screen he uses as an alarm, and I'm kind of irritated.
So my friend was in the middle of class when one of the students crashed out. He tried to fucking calm the student down. Biggest mistake of his life, because the student proceeded to unplug the CRT, proceeded to spin it like a fucking mace or flail, and send it directly into his dick and balls.
Oh god.
He is still numb to this day.
Yeah, no, I completely understand why. Now, one of my cousins, and I'm not gonna say which one just to protect him because obvious, he has a major temper tantrum, and this was in the days of CRTs. Well, his dad also had an automotive business, which means he had a bunch of hammers, specifically lead and brass hammers. Alright? I'm pretty sure you know why, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. In a fit of rage, because he's also deaf, at the fact that the captions guy basically looked like he had a stroke at the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of those things where you're sitting there looking at, and now, you know what I mean?
R/I had a stroke type shit.
Yeah, exactly. And because he couldn't hear it, and he's trying to listen to the news, it pissed him off so bad that he went out to the garage and grabbed a hammer. This happened to be a lead hammer that his dad had just reinserted a fucking crankshaft with. Well, he goes into the fucking living room and decides to plant it right into the bowl TV. See, he didn't know these things explode.
Oh, spaghetti-o!
Now, here's the worst part of this. That thing had been so bashed around that the head of this thing came off. The head of this thing came off in basically free fall and landed right in his pelvis. He had to have it surgically removed.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, he got butt.
No, he got cheddar bobbed.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, he was still McLovin' it.
To this day, unfortunately, he's in a wheelchair from the event, and every now and then when he gets pissed off at the TV, we tell him, what did that do you last time?
That's fucked.
Can you blame us? It cost him everything. And the worst part was, for like 6 months, he was trying to sue Panasonic for the damages.
He still is.
It's stupid to try and sue them for, deciding to hit the live grenade. That would be like me finding out the hard way that a coil spring only holds 37 zip ties, and then trying to sue the car company for that afterwards.
I didn't think anywhere because I know it doesn't seem okay. So for me, being me, I'm literally the most unemployed fucker in any friend group. Literally, I am the only person that goes.
Dude, I just got fired.
Huh?
I just got fired.
Oh, good. What was I fucking saying before I fucking yawned?
Most unemployed fuckers out of any friend group.
Yeah, like everybody else will have a fucking job. Like some of my friends got fucking 2 jobs. I had none. They were the firm believer that I was the fucking neat Discord mod of the fucking friend group.
Right.
And now I just dropped the fucking bombshell to everybody that I got hired.
Mod list on Suicide Watch.
I've already had people that I've told people I've already had people to from telling them that I'm gonna take a drug test and shit. Like I'll get in VC, say I'm gonna take